me now.
Today on Lisa Loves Food, Lisa loves spinach artichoke dip, and you're gonna love it too. Serve it hot or cold, or you can even make this a creamy sauce with pasta. Or it could be a spread on a sandwich. This stuff's amazing. You're gonna want it on and in everything. But let's start with your mouth.
I love crowd-pleasing foods because I'm a people pleaser. Obviously, it's why I do comedy. I just want people to like me. And I have friends everywhere, including in jail. That's right. Today on Lisa Loves Food, I'm actually going to follow a recipe, well, as close as I'm capable of following a recipe, that was sent to me from a friend in jail who's a great cook and who's been dreaming about food on the outside. He sent me one of his recipes from jail, and it even includes a drawing of what he looks like now. Look at that. Yeah, that's what everyone looks like in jail, I think. So we're going to follow this recipe today. I added maybe one thing, two things that are a little bit different to, Lisa-fy it. But it's a great recipe, and it's definitely a crowd pleaser. I thought about calling it prison dip, because I thought that has a really good ring to it. And then I found out that's already a food. So we're not going to give it a fancy name today. Pen Pal Party Dip. Pen Pal Party Dip. Today on Lisa Loves Pen Pal Party Dip. I like that.
Ingredients: a splash of olive oil, 1 pound of cream cheese. He says to use a half cup of fresh minced garlic. I just used a whole head of garlic. 16 ounces of fresh spinach. I suggest using baby spinach or you'll have to chop it up. 1 container of artichoke hearts, drained and chopped up. 1 tablespoon of onion powder, salt and pepper to taste. A 1/4 cup of milk. An 8-ounce bag of shredded Parmesan cheese. Okay. Side note, I'm gonna use freshly grated myself. I got this awesome cheese grater for doing a lot of cheese at one time. I don't buy the pre-shredded stuff, not unless it's the apocalypse. Or if I'm having some kind of cheese emergency in the woods. That's the only crime I see committed here. Now I'm gonna add one other surprise ingredient in just a bit. I wonder if you can guess what I would want to add to this. Get yourself a ginormous pan because this makes a huge batch. Now you can easily half this recipe and it's still totally fine for a party. Honestly, this recipe was made for like the entire cell block. It's huge. Heat up a drizzle of olive oil over medium heat. Saute your minced or crushed garlic just for a minute. You don't really want to go longer than that. If it starts to turn brown, it'll start to get bitter. Add your 1/4 cup of milk and your 1 pound of room temperature cream cheese, and you're just gonna melt this down. So garlicky, so creamy. I'm just eyeballing some freshly cracked black pepper. The recipe says half a teaspoon, but whatever. Then add a tablespoon of onion powder. I honestly thought that would be a lot, but as soon as I put it in, I got what he was going for, like that onion dip at a party that we all love. Time to start adding in your spinach. You might have to do it in batches because it's so much, but don't worry, it cooks down. Just carefully fold it into your creamy sauce. There, that's perfect. Time to add your drained and chopped artichokes. Fold them in, and now we get to add in our delicious, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I also added this in batches just so it wouldn't glob together in one melted big old, but actually that sounds good. Stir it in and it kind of melts instantly. This is a perfect time to take a taste, see if it needs any salt. Mine needed just the tiniest pinch. It depends on how salty your cheese is. Time for my secret ingredient. Did you guess it? I'm gonna add some lemon zest just to give it a little bit of brightness. It tasted great without it, but adding a little citrus to something that has a lot of fat can really add quite a bit of zing. And it's kind of like, it's there, but you don't really notice it. And lemon juice could make creams curdle, so zest is perfect. There you have it. Time to party. I sure hope justice has been served. to this recipe. I took half of this to a small party with bread to dip it in. You could use chips or crackers or veggies as well. And the other half, I actually added a little more milk to and added a whole pound of pasta to. It made it like a creamy spinach Alfredo sauce. Next time I'm gonna make a cheese or breadcrumb topping, and then when I get to the party, heat it under a broiler. Review! Saute garlic in olive oil. Add a 1/4 cup milk and 2 boxes of cream cheese and melt it down. Season with 1 tablespoon of onion powder and some freshly cracked pepper. Fold in 16 ounces of spinach and 1 jar of artichokes, drained and chopped. Melt in 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Add salt if needed and lemon zest. Bring it to a party and enjoy! Thanks for watching. Check out Patreon for more. I thought the secret ingredient was a file.